Okay, the reason why we're doing this is because I have to move a heavy vehicle and I need to pull it on the trailer. I don't need to push it. I don't need to come along. I need something I can press a button and pull it on the trailer. Now, before I gotten away with, because most of my cars are light cars, Volkswagen, Beetles, Squareback, that kind of stuff, you can probably get it on a trailer. If you're on a flat surface or downhill surface, going downhill and you get a rolling start, you can probably do that. But I'm getting too old to do that, you all, and especially with oncoming and traffic going back and forth, you gotta be safe out there because people are not paying attention, and you don't pick the time when you need to move a vehicle. And that's why we're doing this here. We're gonna make this setup work for me and be able to be safe while moving cars. So this is what we got here. We got the BADLAND Apex 5500 long drum UTV winch. It comes with a synthetic rope. And then also we got this Trident removable winch carrier. And then we're gonna try to use this plastic ammo can to hold all the tools, because what I want to do, you all, other than a battery, I want to be able to put this on the trailer, pull it off the trailer, put it on a hitch if I need to, because you just never know when you need to use a hitch, and it doesn't necessarily have to be just attached to the front of a vehicle or the rear of a vehicle or permanently attached to the trailer. I can get this thing out of the elements, and also it's light enough that it's transportable, and that's what we're going to do with this kit. So let's bust this box open, see if we can get this thing mounted on the trailer and use it other places as well. So let's see if we can pop this thing open. Look like it opens from the bottom. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Take off the top. Some type of cover. We've got your instructions. You have a winch plate here. You got your pull, your electrical covers here. Got some hardware here. You got your hook. You have your wiring here as well. Barrel there. Winch. What we're gonna do is, if we have to, we're gonna center the mount here, okay? As you can see, it's close on that hole there, close on that hole there, here, and mark that hole there, mark this hole here, kind of show where we need to do some trimming there, and the same thing here without marking the bracket. And there you go, everything nice and centered. And yeah, let's do it that way. So now we got the actual winch carrier drilled out, and it matches the winch plate that came with it. But surprise, surprise, none of the stock screws work, because first of all, it was designed for that plate right there. And if you add the thickness of this plate and this front here for this plate here, guess what? None of those screws, if any, are gonna work. So what we had to do, put that back there. What we had to do, had to get some nuts, some bolts, some lock washers, some washers. Also had to get new bolts for the fair lead here because between the two plates, the original mounting plate and this winch carrier is thicker. So we had to make adjustments there. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting this stuff together. So here is the ammo box, plastic ammo box that we're gonna use to put all the equipment associated with the winch because we want to make sure it is all in one spot, want to make it movable, that kind of stuff there. So the biggest thing I need to decide is what direction I want it to go. I want to actually I think, open from this side because there's a better chance, not that it really matters, but if you're on the side of the road, probably want to flip it out on that side because I come out the drive side of the truck, come over here, flip this open, boom. Then I got my controls and stuff. If I need to adjust the cargo with the winch. So let's see how we're gonna mount this. Ammo can upside down here, and I think I'm gonna mount one leg there, then come over here, line it up with that reinforced part there, and then line it up like that. And I think that's what we're gonna go with. If I need to make this stronger, that's fine, it's not a big deal. If I need to get a metal ammo can or whatnot, I'll do that as well. Even if I need to do a Pelican case, I can do that as well. But these brackets definitely gonna stay with the winch, and this will be, I'm gonna make it that is removable. I think we're gonna mount this. I already got the holes marked, but I think we're gonna put that leg there next to that reinforced part there. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side here. And again, you know, it's not gonna be stored in the weather. It's not gonna be stored outside. It's gonna be stored in the shop, but it's still gonna be accessible and easy to replace either with a light type of ammo can or maybe a metal can down the road or even the Pelican box as well. But the biggest thing is that I wanted to make sure I got all my controls and things of that nature stored with this winch carrier. And this is how we're gonna carry all that equipment. Here it is with the ammo can mounted on top. Now we need to go ahead and mount the actual winch. I mean, we got this thing looking good. Like I said, it's just here just to hold some of the components associated with the winch, pull it off, put this stuff in here, and then close it back up. You're good to go. And it's all portable, you all. So we're getting closer. Let's go ahead and mount this winch. We got the fairly mounted. Okay, y'all, here it is all mounted up in its glory. All we got to do now is start the wiring process. That's looking pretty good, you all. Here's our harness setup here. You got your positive and your negative that goes to the battery, blue and yellow that goes to the relay and the actual winch itself. Then you have your handheld remote in and out that connects. And then you have the inside the car winch out, winch in connector there. You have the battery cutoff here. And then finally, you got some protectors there as well. So we're gonna figure out how we're gonna mount everything into the box here. But the biggest thing I want you all to understand is that the battery obviously is gonna be on the outside of this carrier system. It's not gonna be permanently attached to the trailer. Even though I got a box for the trailer, I'm not gonna keep a battery in there. It makes no sense to me. I'm halfway wiring the solenoid and the winch, and I decided to do something different. These cables run respectively from the blue, yellow side to the solenoid. And with the rest of them being as heavy as they are and as long as they are, they sit at the bottom like that. And that's about a ½ pound of cabling there, okay, that I don't really want because I want this to be mobile. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect this black wire, okay? Use the black for blue, the red for yellow, and then run those respectively to the actual winch. They're shorter, they're lighter, and then I'm gonna come back with a quick connect for the power source to the solenoid for the winch, okay? Now, in addition to that, you all, according to the instruction, this wire here is your control wire. And what you do with this wire, you put it on a switch or some kind of connector in the car that will allow you to actuate the solenoid, okay? Well, being that I'm not gonna have it tied directly to a vehicle or mounted to the trailer permanently, I'm just gonna basically put a connect on it and put it on that terminal there. So let's go ahead and do that. So we got a different day, different back channel, you all. And I had to wait on Amazon because I ordered some more parts for the winch here. And I'm gonna show you all what I was delayed and what was causing the delay. Actually, we're done putting this together, as a matter of fact, other than taking this plastic off right here. But we'll get to that later. Oh, it came right off. But as you all can see, I was waiting on these connectors here. Now, what I got in the ammo can here, I got this short Anderson connector with jumper cable. So if I want to put a battery in the back of the truck or on the trailer, I can use that. And I got a connector, Anderson connector here with the solenoid. So that's an easy, quick connection as well. Also, I got my remote, the wired remote here. I am going to get a wireless remote, but right now that's what we got into the ammo can. And then finally, the vehicle that's pulling the trailer, I got jumper cables with it, with an Anderson connector, coupler as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how this thing is gonna work, y'all, because I'm pretty excited about it. Okay. Oh, no. Wow, I could not make that any closer, y'all. Holy smokes, bro. All right, pin, oh God. Well, if I want to hide from the cops, I can definitely do that with that box right there. Holy hell. That was not what I was aiming for. I promise. Okay. Wow. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Now that was really by accident. There was no measurements involved. It was some L brackets that I put on there. And yeah. So let's see how well this thing works. As y'all can see, you see the dually over there and my winch here on the truck. Emergency brakes are set. Let's go ahead and get this thing whoa. And I do that every time. Engage, free spin. Okay, let's give this thing a whirl. And there it is, the 5500 Apex winch on a portable winch carrier. And there you have it, y'all. There's the winch all ready to go. I can use it on the back of this truck, use it on the trailer. I can definitely make tie-ins to other trailers and things of that nature to move stuff, man, because I can't move that by myself. And there you have it, you all. The 5500 Apex winch made short work of that dually. That dually is over 6,000 pounds, even though it's missing the 454 and 400 transmission that came in it. And I'll be honest with you all, my tractor would definitely vouch for that weight. So please like, comment, subscribe, because the next notification might be about the vehicle we just drug. We'll see you next time.